0 feet altitude, 9 feet distance, 4 miles per hour, 98% battery.
Trying this again, and just had a kind of a close call. Bad experience because they fixed the compass. And the thing wound up landing on the roof. That's alright. Seems to be behaving. I'm going to send him on a mission. It's up there at my staging point.
(114 feet altitude, 283 feet distance, 6 miles per hour, 94% battery.
Get some good focus going here. Looks pretty sharp. This is going to go down the road. Down near the tower, but not too far. It's going to hit 375 feet, which is pretty high. Just to be safe, I don't want any altitude issues. And there's the fucking sun again.
373 feet altitude, 1,323 feet distance, 24 miles per hour, 89% battery.
Getting a little sketchy signal, fuck. But it's not going too far down the road. So what happened was I kept getting repeated compass errors. Every time I took off I had to recalibrate. So it turned out that I kind of noticed. I'm trying to pay attention to where this is going. Making sure that I'm not going to hit anything. Gonna lose connection for a minute.
374 feet altitude, 3,070 feet distance, 21 miles per hour, 86% battery.
Good speed. It's on the far end of the turn. So turns out what happened was I'm gonna go in the house and get a better signal from the front. What happened was disconnected. There we go. I got my picture back. Turning. What happened was, keep you in suspense. I've taken the case apart so many times that one of the cables, one of the wires that go to the GPS and the compass, they're built into one. There's two compasses. There's one in the front and there's one on the back.
374 feet altitude.
So one of the wires attaching to two of the wires
3 miles per hour, 78% battery.
that attached to that main board came off. So I had to resolder them, which I did. Put them back on. And then I also encased the solder in a hard plastic resin that I had, which I used to defeat the security features, because I bought my Spark. I shouldn't be saying this, but it's the truth. I bought my Spark a month after the warranty ran out. The thing was bricked. I couldn't use it, and I hadn't flown it in 2 or 3 months. I didn't update the software, nothing. It just kept rebooting. So I bought a new Spark, opened it up, swapped the motherboard, and put some epoxy back on the set screws that's their security, and sent it in and said it didn't work, and bam, they sent me another one. So Hey, gotta play the game.
374 feet altitude. 522 feet distance. 23 miles per hour. 74% battery.
I go to use my drone and it won't run for no reason. And that pissed me off, so took matters into my own hands. Let's see where this is. Looks good. It's going to do a little turn up around the park. It's going to go up to 400 feet. So what happened with the bad compass, I was over at the cemetery and I was doing a test flight over the orchard, and the thing went to the second waypoint and it just froze in the air. It wouldn't go anywhere. So I had to manually take over.
374 feet altitude. 1,514 feet distance.
Bring it back.
24 miles per hour. 69% battery.
This is going to increase altitude in a minute. It's going to go up to 400. I got so many hills around here. It's going to fly over the park. There's the park. Over there. And it's going to go over the dump. But all's well so far.
$379 feet altitude. 2,342 feet distance. 25 miles per hour. 65% battery.
It's on the arc of the turn. It's not digging the sun. That's the dump.
$399 feet altitude. 2,115 feet distance. 11
turn.
miles per hour. 57% battery.
Come back over this way in a minute. Let me double check focus. Back behind me. I'm running this flight now. I don't really like to fly from here, but I'm not going to have the car.
392 feet altitude. 737 feet distance. 24 miles per hour. 53% battery.
And it gets dark at 20 after 4, so. But I did want to get this thing up and test it. Like I said before, I did buy a new camera lens because the one I have, it's kind of worn. It has, I don't know, weird, not really scratches, but it's not in the best shape that it could be. So I ordered another one, only for like $12 from China, Hong Kong. Put it on there. Hopefully I'll have a cleaner picture that will get better focus. That's what I'm hoping. But for $12, what the hell? This should be at the end of the mission now.
373 feet altitude. 813 feet distance. 23 miles per hour. 48% battery.
Should be able to see it across the street, but it's over there somewhere. Mission ended.
Mission ended.
Alright, it's up there, but I don't see it. 'You're always supposed to fly
220 feet altitude. 432 feet distance. 4 miles per hour. 43% battery.
I see it now. You're always supposed to fly line in sight, according to the FAA. But with these things, if you take your eye off the drone and look down at your screen, you have a hell of a time spotting it again. And this is within eye range of me. I can see it, but I have to look for it every time I look down. Get away from the sun. You burn up a little battery. Let's see if anybody's out in the park.
220 feet altitude. 503 feet distance. 0 miles per hour. 38% battery.
There's nobody out there. Another problem too is it can be hard to see because these fucking iPhones, they automatically dim themselves, which isn't a good thing for me anyway. Makes it hard to see this, to judge if it's too bright or not bright enough, whatever. Then the angle of the sun is always the problem.
(221 feet altitude. 1,396 feet distance. 0 miles per hour. 32% battery.
It's over at the park right now, getting ready to come home. I like how you can see the creek with the trees gone. Very cool.
(220 feet altitude. 698 feet distance. 23 miles per hour. 26% battery.
Getting my landing
Warning,
position.
aircraft battery at 25%.
Yes, I am aware. I see him. There we go.
Warning, aircraft battery at 20%. 67 feet altitude. 44 feet distance. 4 miles per hour. 19% battery. Warning, aircraft battery at 18%.
All right. Oops, hit my elbow. It's drifting a little bit. Trying to line it up to land on the deck.
Warning, aircraft battery at 15%.
He's going backwards.
Eight feet altitude. 11 feet distance. 0 miles per hour. 13% battery.
There we go. Good landing.
Warning,
Stuck it.
aircraft battery at 12%.
16-minute flight. Not bad. Behaved very well. Very, very well. No complaints. D-Dub out.